Hello everyone. So today we are solving this problem. Check if number is a sum of power of 3. So given an integer n and return true if it is possible to represent n as the sum of distinct power of 3. Otherwise return false. For example, you can see here if n is 12, then we can write it in terms of 3 to the power 1 plus 3 to the power 2. So we are getting 12. So this is true. Now come to here. 10 also we can write 3 to the power 0 plus 3 to the power 2. So this also true. Now take an example of 21. How can we write in terms of 3? So let's say if I do 3 to the power 1. So 3 is already done here. Okay. Then if I do 3 to the power 2 and one more 3 to the power 2. Right. So this also making the um, this is 3 plus 9 plus 9. So this would be 21 only. But the problem is here, we cannot use the same power here. 2 is same and this also same. So in this case, what will happen? It would not be true. Though we can write in terms of power of 3, but these should be distinct. So this would be false. So this is what we have to do is we are given number and we have to return can we represent the number in terms of sum of the distinct power of 3. This is what we have to do. Now the thing is how we should do. What is the criteria? How to solve this problem? So to solve this problem, what we will do first of all, let me separate out this part and let me write with the red. Okay. So see, for example, we are solving for any one number. We can consider 21 as well or any number. So first of all, what we will do, let's say n equal to 21. So if n equal to 21 or n could be any number. So first of all, we have to find what would be the largest 3 power which is just greater than 21. Okay. So you know that for n equal to 0, not n, for power. Okay. So let's say POW is the integer value. So for power equal to 0, what would be the value? It would be 3 to the power 0. That would be 3 only, 1 only. So 21 is greater. So again we will increase. So let's say now we are making power equal to 1. So this is again only 3 which is less than 21. Let's say we are making power equal to 2. So it would be 3 into 3, 9 which is again less than 21. So we will increase it by 1 more. So now it would be 3 into 3 into 3. So this would be 27. So now this 27 is basically greater than the 21, right? So 27 is the value when we are having a power equal to 3. So this 27 is greater than 21. So now what we have to do is we will stop here. Now what we will do is we will make a while loop that while this while n is greater than 0. So right now n is 21, right? So anyway we don't have to worry. So while n is greater than 0, what we have to do is our intention is to decrease the value accordingly. Okay. So so right now power is equal to 3. Okay. So what we will do? We will make a if condition here. Okay. So if n is greater than or equal to 3 to the power whatever POW has. Okay. So what we will do in this case, if n is greater than 0, greater than 3 to the power, we will make n equal to n minus whatever power we are getting currently. Okay. So this is only when we have n is greater than this guy 3 to the power. But right now power itself is 3, right, which is 27. So this condition will not be there right now. Now there would be one more if condition that after doing this, that in case if n is greater than 3 to the power, we will make n equal to n minus 3 to the power. I'll tell you why. Now we are again checking if n is greater than or equal to 3 to the power POW. We are making one more condition here. If this condition arise again after even deducting this, that means we are repeating the power just like we are repeating here 2 and 2. So in that case we can immediately return false. Okay. So we can immediately return false because it gives a guarantee that we are basically returning the same power is needed. Otherwise, what will happen? We are decreasing the power. So we will make it power minus minus. So don't worry, we will now execute it. So see here, right now power equal to 3, right? Because it is 27 which is just greater than 21. So what we will do? We are coming here. Is n is greater than 3 to the power? No, n equal to 21 and 3 to the power is 27. So we are not going to this if condition, neither we are going to this if condition. Now our power would become what? We are making power equal to minus minus, right? So our power become now 2. Huh. So at this point we are decreasing the power by 1. So power became 2. Now we are again coming here. So n is still 21. So see here, this time this if condition is true. This if condition is true because n is 21 and 3 to the power POW which is 2. So 3 into 3 it is 9 only. That means we have to do this part. So n equal to n minus 3 to the power 2. So now n would become what? It would become 21 minus 9. So n would become basically 12. Okay. So n is now 12. Now we are coming to this if condition. So n is 12 but 3 to the power POW which is 2. So what is happening? 12 is greater than 9, correct? So if 12 is greater than 9, this gives a guarantee that we need again the same power. Okay, see here, power equal to 2 and power equal to 2. So we are returning immediately false here because we cannot tolerate the same power in our expression. That is why we are returning. So whenever this if condition true, when we have already deducted at this step, if and then again if n is greater than 3 to the power POW, in that case we are repeating the power. So we are returning false. Otherwise we will go in this way. When we will come out of this loop, we will returning true because this gives a guarantee that nowhere we have broken the flow. Okay, so this would be the criteria here. Let's say we can run this same code for 12 as well. Okay, so if we run the same code for 12, initially what we will do is we will look for the powers. So let's say POW. POW we are starting initially it is 0. So what is the 3 to the power 0? It is 1 only. So 12 is greater. Then we will increase power by 1. So 3 to the power 1 it is 3. So again 12 is greater. So again we will increase. Now it would become 2. So 3 to the power is 9. 3 to the power 2 is 9. So again 12 is greater. Then we will increase it by 1. So 3 to the power 3 it is become 27. So this time 12 is smaller, right? So then we are coming to this while loop again. Okay, so see here at this point this is 12 and 3 to the power is 27. So we will not go to this if condition, neither we are going to this if condition. We will decrease our power by 1. So what would be the power? Power would become now, let's say start from here. Now power would become 2. Now we will again come here, n equal to 12, right? So this would be 3 to the power 2. So 12 is greater than the 9. So 12 would become, then n become 12 minus 9. So what is the n value new? New n value would become here 12 minus 9, which is 3, right? Now we are coming to this of condition. Is n is greater than 3 to the power 2? No, n is 3 and this is 9. So no, we are not going to this if condition. Then we are coming here, we are decreasing power again by 1. So now power would become 1. N is still 3. So we will coming to here this point again. Now we will check here power, so 3. Our n is 3 and 3 to the power 1 is also 3 because power is now 1. So 3 to the power 1 is also 3. So what we will do? N equal to n minus 3 to the power. So this would be 3 minus 3. So now n would become 0. Okay. So now n is becoming 0. Now we are coming here. So 0 is greater than 3? No. So we will not going to this if condition. Now again power would become minus minus. So power would become here 0. Now we are coming to this while loop, but n is already 0. So we will no more proceeding it. When we are no more proceeding it, we are coming out of loop and we are returning true. So for this, for 12 it is true. Okay, so in this way we can do. So let me write the corresponding code for it. Let me show you the my corresponding code which I have already done. So you can see here, let me get this guy. Okay, hmm. So see here, what I'm doing, we have just created one integer power. Okay, now at this place we are increasing the power till the time we are getting n is greater. Okay, so when n is greater than 3 to the power, then we are basically increasing the power, just like we increases here, like for 21 we increases till 3 when it become 27. So same thing we are doing here. So after getting this power, we are coming to this while loop. So while n is greater than 0, we are checking that if n is greater than 3 to the power, then what we are doing, n equal to n minus whatever 3 to the power. Okay, now we are again coming to this. This is important. So if after deducting also n is greater than 3 to the power variable, that means we are repeating the same power, which is not allowed. So we are returning immediately false, which happened here in the case of 21. In case of 21, we found that 2 was coming 2 times. So for that reason, we are returning false. Otherwise, what we are doing, we are decreasing the power by 1. And when we are coming out of this entire loop, that means we have found all the powers as the unique. That means we are returning finally true here. So let me execute this code. So I am executing this code and let me try to submit it. Yeah, so it is accepted already. It is like 100% faster. Let me show you. So what is the time complexity here we are using? The time complexity here is log 3n. So because every time we are handling in terms of 3 to the power whatever it is, so it would be log 3n, and we are not taking any extra space. So thank you for watching this video, and if you guys have any concern, please make a comment over